Money. I've always been interested in money. When I was 8 years old, I went into a deli with my uncle. I said, "Hey, Uncle Johnny boy, how much do you think they earn here a day?" He didn't know, but I wanted to know. At 12 years old, I was shoveling snow off the streets in Brooklyn, New York. And I realized real quickly that I could earn 2 to 3 times more doing commercial stores instead. And that following spring, I opened up a newspaper subscription route. And I started earning money for the important things, like candy, toys, and going to the movies. But after a while, I realized that there was one thing getting in the way of my money making. School. So I went to my parents and said, "I want to leave school." And I can remember my mother, and I could hear her voice as if it was yesterday. Her saying, "If you're going to leave school, then you got to go to work." And that was fine by me, because I'd much rather be earning money than sitting in a classroom. So at 16, I quit. And I went to work for a guy selling jewelry on the streets of Brooklyn. And within a year, I said, "I can do this business." So I fired my boss. And by the time I was 17 years old, I had a new sports car sitting in front of my door. But things took a turn. I started doing drugs. I started drinking. I lost that business, and I had to go work for somebody else. Fortunately, through a series of events, in my early 20s, I was able to get off drugs. And my motivation and desire came back. A friend of mine told me that the telecom industry was about to explode. So I took a chance. I quit my job and went to school. And this time, I got A's. And when I finished at university, I came out and I got 1 or 2 sales jobs. And I knew I could sell if only people would buy. But then my fortune started to change. I met someone working out of their basement. He produced, I sold. Problem was, very few were buying. So he fired me. Now I'm at a crossroads. Do I go get another job? I can't pay my rent. I'm in debt, and there's no sales. I said, no more working for somebody else. So I took a loan for $2,000, and I got myself an office in the most luxurious building I could find. My bedroom. And the rest was history. I went from 1 employee myself to 240. I went from 0 sales to 50 million in 8 years. And what built that company was the curiosity of that 8-year-old kid. And that curiosity is the same thing that's still driving me today.